Here we are back in Elevate. We're about 8 weeks out from shipping our Napa project. We're gonna go check in with Randy and see what we got going on.
So we're pretty much done with the roof mods that sit on top of this big giant great room. And we needed more room in the shop. Since we're done with them, we went ahead and decided we're gonna start prepping them for shipping. And as you can see, there's some extra panels that are stacked on top of the roof mod. The reason being is that once this roof mod gets set down on top of the great room area and that gets secured, all of these panels get picked up and spun, and that's actually what creates the overhang off of the front and the back of the house. So again, we're just trying to maximize the benefits of the factory, trying to help the general contractor, the local people to make as much progress as they can after we ship the house. It's got to go quick, it's got to get weather tight and so on. So we're just prepping it for this entire roof structure to be done on site within 1 or 2 days of it being shipped. So this one's the next one to get wrapped, and you can see this one here, it's already shrink wrapped and ready to go. We just got to put our fancy logos on the outside of it and we'll be ready.
I didn't either.
So a lot of the tile work is done. We can kind of head up in there. Passing through a laundry room, you can see the tile flooring's getting complete. We've got the hardwood down everywhere. We've got some pocket doors that are getting installed. This one's got glass, so we're leaving the protection stuff on it. Another pantry, flooring's down, ready to go. You can see we're on this coming Thursday. In about 2 days, we've got 3 guys coming in to help us get the baseboard going, which is going to be a really fun profile for us. And then something that's kind of fun that we just started working on here in the last couple of days, we had to order a couple special access panels. And the tricky thing about these is they go in a tiled room. So trying to get grout lines to work and get the hatch to be strong enough, sturdy enough to handle it. Kent is in here. He can kind of talk through what it is and how they work.
We just finished the finishing touches on this access panel so we can pass it over to the tile guys, and these are pretty cool, so it's a nice thing. Show you how these work and kind of talk you through the process of how it goes.
So why is there 2 handles?
So one of these, this is kind of like a door. So this controls the latch, and this is a handle just in case the pumps on the inside aren't enough to compensate for the weight of the tile. I'll show you in just a second.
So it has like pneumatic pistons?
Yeah, it's got pistons in here. Yeah. See, it's like a door latch right there.
Yeah.
Connects with the frame there, and it's got 2 pumps there. But right now, it's strong enough that
it'll oh, that's nice.
Just right there. So hopefully we're not adding enough weight to damper that too much, but it won't be too hard to lift up and get done. But so
how challenging are those to put in?
They're a bit of a pain, but we try to make it as easy on ourselves as possible. So we start at framing. So we oversize the framing. When Martin does the floors and does his layout, he makes sure that we have more than enough room. And then we just do subfloor right over it. Glue it down on the outsides, subfloor over the whole thing, and then we cut out along his framing there. Or we could just leave the subfloor like we did on this one, so Jace could float this floor out and make it nice and even for his tile work. And then what I did afterwards is I knew the size of the opening that we needed, so I centered it with his tile, and I centered it this way with these grout joints here. So if you look here, we've got a grout joint that lines up with this front here. So the space in between here and the rest of the frame is going to line up with his grout joint.
So that might explain a little bit as to why the tile is partially done but not completely done.
Yeah, because we wanted to get it exact.
They kind of had to get the tile going so you knew exactly where to put it.
Precisely. And then on this back side, we lucked out. Well, not really lucked out, but these are designed in a way so that it lifts this back up. So we can actually extend the tile past to here.
Oh, got it.
See how it lifts up here instead of just pivoting right there?
Right.
So we can actually keep this same grout line also. So the only additional grout lines we have here are going to be on the sides of this opening.
Yeah, I guess it's inevitable you're going to have a couple extra grout lines somewhere.
It is, especially with how big they wanted the accesses to be, because these are fairly roomy on the insides of these. It's super easy to get down and into here. Be pretty nice to work, you know, in and out of these, because we have to have HVAC guys and everything else, and they have to bring fittings and that kind of stuff down here. So
Now we have another one of these in this Napa project that is further along, right?
yeah. So they just got finished setting the tile on that one, so we're not going to be able to open it up, but we can take a look at what it looks like.
Yeah.
The next step.
Yeah, let's do that. So you can see here where the access is pretty much hidden, other than a couple extra grout lines because of the shape of it. Now, where's those holes?
Right here, the holes for the access. So they're just
A couple little plugs temporary.
plugs. That'll be the
Nice.
final thing. So this came with the hatch set.
There you go.
So that'll be it right there. And then those handles will screw in here, and then the latch operation one will just pop right in there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. It'll be fun to see it grouted, and I mean, you can't grout the shape of the hatch, right? So you're always going to have a really thin little line there, but
Yeah.
you know, the clients know that that's just kind of what you have to have when, you know, when you have a crawl space going down underneath the house. You know, and you got to pick I guess the most desirable room location to put those floor accesses in. You don't, in my opinion, you don't want it in your master bedroom closet, you know, where you have these, you know, this oddball kind of hatch thing going on. So putting it in a laundry room that is not used typically by the public, not used by friends or family, and it's used not very often other than when you're just doing laundry or whatever, it just seems like the right place to put it. So we've got two of them in this house, one in each wing. They both happen to be in tiled areas, and it looks like it's working out pretty good.
Yeah, worked out well. Looks good.
Thanks, Kent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the last time we were in here, they hadn't quite finished this strip going up the wall and that panel. It looks like they now have all of the tile work done, and as soon as they clean up, they'll probably be back likely tomorrow and finish all the grouting and whatnot. So, and then this one will be ready for the cabinet to go in, the base to go in. We're 5 to 7 days away from paint and being completed in this bathroom. Yeah, so it's moving along pretty good.
Looks like we have a lot of extra interior finish, trim stuff. What's going on? Is this all for the Napa Valley project?
It is actually. There's a lot of it here. The last 3 or 4 days, we've had some of our employees sanding it and kind of cleaning it up and getting it ready to be finished. One of the fun things that I like about Toby Long and Clever Homes and all of his people, that his architects and staff that he has, is one thing I appreciate about them is that they often will reach out to us for like our opinions, get our thoughts. I mean, we don't always agree, but you know, typically they want to get our opinion and ask us, you know, like what is an efficient way to install trim to get the look, the aesthetics that they're trying to get in this particular project. And it can be all over the place. And the baseboard, for example, there's some fussy ways to do baseboard that are really challenging to pull off with recessed little channels and different things like that. And so on this project, you know, the clients, they want a nice clean look like that, but they wanted to be careful about the extra cost and labor for the installation and whatnot. So when Toby's team reached out to us and they said, hey, what are some other options here? They actually presented this to us. So this is the base that's going to go inside the Napa project. And you can see it's a real tall base when it stands up. And what we're doing we're coming really close to having the surface of the base just run flush with the drywall. Typically it has to recess completely back in, and you've got some aluminum reglets, and the drywall line and everything it's just really delicate and hard to pull off in a 5,000 square foot home to make it look absolutely perfect. We've done it, but it just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of labor to get it right. So In this situation, we were kind of collaborating, and Chandra came back and she said, "Hey, Randy, what if we just dado back where this lays up against the drywall?" And I'm like, perfect, because we can order the material with this pre-dadoed back into it. It shows up here. We just spend a little bit of time softening the edges and cleaning it up, and now it's ready to install. It'll install really quick. It'll be efficient, and it's going to look amazing. I mean, I'm really excited about this look because I think it's a good, fresh alternative to something really fussy, time-consuming. But it gives you almost the same type of look and feel and like a real clean, straight, modern look of a finish. So I'm excited to get moving on this. It's going to start getting installed here in the next 2 to 3 days. It's going to be a lot of fun.